Welcome to another episode of the Mad Fantasy Football Podcast with your hosts, Begley, Goni, and Wayne.
What is up, Mad Mob? Back at it again, taking care of the rest of the games. The early evening, late evening, late night, Monday night slate of games, boys. Let's get after it. The first 4 o'clock game we got, the ugliest team in the NFL, in my opinion. We got the Jets at the Broncos. Yeah. Preseason, we're slamming the Broncos, but guess what? We're not in the preseason anymore. We're a third of the way through the season. I'll go first. It's the Jets +1, over-under set at 38. Give me the Jets. I'm like really confused why the Jets are anything other than more than that. I mean, I understand that you automatically get 3 points as the home team, but still, the Broncos look absolutely horrendous. Give me the Jets. Man, that's a low over under at 38. But give me the under.
Yeah, Jets and under for me. I'd be really interested to hear if you guys think any Jets receiver is playable, and if so, who?
No. The Jets aren't at home for this one? Jets are on the road?
Yep.
Road favorites. Yeah, Jets and under as well. The Broncos are the lowest scoring team in the NFL right now. Russell Wilson looks terrible. I mean, I'm sure everyone has seen that with their eyes. He's probably droppable, right? Is he droppable in a redraft?
It's looking that way.
Yeah. I don't love it. I think you play... I don't play any Jets receivers. What am I talking about? I play Breece Hall and no one else. Play Breece Hall. And then on the other side, man, no one feels good still. Cortland Sutton, Jerry Jeudy. Melvin Gordon got a handful of carries last game. Like, it's terrible. He had a chat with the offensive coordinator and head coach, however, to get more carries. So maybe he gets bumped up to 10 this game. I don't really know.
Yeah. Ugly game, dude.
Real ugly. Jerry Jeudy in the flex for you guys?
Yeah, I'd play Jeudy or Sutton in the flex if I had him.
Jerry Jeudy or Drake London?
Oof. Jerry Jeudy.
I think I take Jerry Jeudy as well there. I'm not loving it.
Jerry Jeudy or Alan Lazard?
I think Alan Lazard.
Okay. Jerry Jeudy or Cortland Sutton?
Give me Jerry Jeudy, I guess. Beat me up, Scotty.
Wayne, Jerry Jeudy or A.J. Dillon?
Jerry Jeudy. I hate your guts. Yeah, this one's just not a fun game. Garrett Wilson, Tyler Conklin. Are you firing up Tyler Conklin? I'm just not a fan of offense in this game personally.
No. Not doing it.
All right. Onward. We got the Texans at the Raiders. Raiders -7, over under set at 45.5. Both teams coming off a bye.
What was the spread on this one?
7.
Give me the Raiders. Give me Devonta Adams to score 20 fantasy points. And give me the over.
Yeah, I'll take Raiders. I'll take over. Josh Jacobs, you're rolling out there for sure. The man has been tearing it up his last couple games. Brandon Cooks, of course. Damian Pierce, you're firing up as well. What's the status on Hunter Renfrow? Do you guys know? Have you heard anything?
I see that he's playing.
Do you fire up Hunter Renfrow in a flex?
No, absolutely not.
He did play.
It gets an
before the
absolutely
bye.
not, huh?
Absolutely not.
He played before the bye. He got eased back in. He got 55% of snaps, 4 catches on 4 targets, 25 yards. That's what we got at him, and that was against KC. Yeah, I think we wait on him one more game. Also, I probably don't play him.
Hunter
Mac
Renfro
Hollins
or AJ
Mac-
Dillon?
Oh, why you got to do me like that? Give me Renfro for the PPR value.
Okay. Wayne, are you the same way?
Yeah.
Going to mean to cut you off.
It's weird for me, but okay.
Do you guys like Mac Hollins or Nico Collins? And are either of them worth playing?
Give me Mac Hollins, I guess. And I don't feel great about that. He's probably still on waiver wire, like for most leagues, to be honest with you. But he is playing 95. He's playing 90+% of snaps. That's the only reason why I want him out there. He went catchless in his last game before the bye. He got 4 targets. It's gross either way. Avoid.
Nico Collins has been sneaky decent the past couple weeks.
Sneaky decent.
If Brandon Cooks goes out, that's a guy that I think could be a really nice flex option.
Yeah, he sees more targets. I'd take Nico. Looking at the numbers now, I'd take Nico over Mac Hollins.
Absolutely. Go Mish. Yeah.
All right. Another game that it's just a lot of meh games this week for me. Just a lot of meh games. Next game, another meh. Seahawks at Chargers. Chargers -6. Over under at 51. It was a 6.5. It's being bet down. Might be because Justin Herbert's still probably dealing with all that torn cartilage, not playing at his optimum. But I mean, Seattle played good against Arizona, but Arizona's not that good. So take it with a grain of salt. What do y'all think about this one?
Seahawks. Give me the Seahawks with the points. Give me the over, and I'll wait on players until I hear your guys' assessment of what you're taking.
I'm ready to be burned by Justin Herbert again. I don't know if you guys remember, but I did call him as the highest scoring quarterback of the week last week, and I was dead wrong. I'm going to go Chargers.
He hasn't been great this year.
No.
Yeah, it's not your fault.
Chargers for me, Wayne, and it's the over. I think this is a popular over pick, right? I look at Mike Williams. I look at Keenan Allen. Beautiful matchups.
Yeah.
But do you trust either one of them? Keenan probably.
Yeah. If Keenan plays, I would play him just for the PPR value. This man usually gets hammered with passes, so you have to fire him up. Mike Williams, he's boom or bust, man. He is what he is. He is what we thought he was, and that's just the way it is, man. So play at your own risk. I know you have to play him. I have to play him in one league, but it just doesn't feel great anymore. It doesn't feel great. I don't have the same excitement I did 6 weeks ago about playing him.
Not at all.
So, yeah, Austin Eckler, absolutely number 1 running back in fantasy football right now. You're firing him up. I love Kenneth Walker this week. I think Kenneth Walker's a smash play. Of course, your DK, your Tyler Lockett.
Who scores more fantasy points, Seahawks receivers or Chargers receivers?
Chargers.
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree.
Chargers.
Kenneth Walker. Kenneth Walker this week?
Slamming them.
Yep. He's been great. Anything else on this one, boys? I wish we could make this like more exciting, but the games are just not. It's just not a good slate of games this week. It just really isn't.
It's just a slate of turds, man. Slate of turds this week.
It's just not an exciting week, and we can't. We're polishing this turd as best we can, but it's still a turd. Next game, we got the Chiefs at Niners. Just another guy. It's depressing. It's depressing.
That's not a bad game.
Chiefs at Niners. Spread is Chiefs minus 2.5. Over under set at 48.5. Chiefs coming off a tough loss. Is the Niners defense healthy? I mean, that's the question that we need answered.
Yeah, so I'm going to take the Chiefs. I'm going to take the over. What's going on with George Kittle, man? Is he done?
Nah, I don't think so. He just blocks a whole lot, man. This is a run-first team. He's just one of those great tight ends that he excels at blocking. He excels at blocking like he does doing the receiving work. So, I mean, they have him block a whole lot.
Yeah.
At the expense, of his fantasy production. You don't get any points for blocking, obviously. But yeah, it's got to be frustrating if you're one of his managers, if you have him on your team.
Yeah. I've got a really good would you rather question for this game, but I'll wait to hear y'all's picks.
Yeah, Chiefs. Definitely taking the Chiefs. The Chiefs seem to have the 49ers number, similar to how the 49ers have Aaron Rodgers' number in the playoffs. They just have a hard time beating Patrick Mahomes. So I'm going to roll with that. I'm going to take the over as well. And I'll wait on players until Wayne gives his.
Yeah. Is there going to be a standout receiver for the Chiefs this week?
I do it every week. I'm going to continue to roll Juju, man. Juju's been good to me.
Juju or Brandon Ayuk, Wayne?
Brandon Ayuk, man. Shut up.
There he is. Going. Benjamin. What do you like?
Probably Brandon Ayuk also.
Let's go.
Chiefs defense is pretty suspect. Right out the hot hand, with Brandon Ayuk. I wish Debo would do a little more, man. He's a top 12 wide receiver right now, and I have him in a league, and it doesn't feel good. He's got a bunch of 12-point games sandwiched around a 22-point jammy. So just not a lot of boom games. It's very, very floor-like is really what he's hitting on a weekly basis. He'll get you double digits, but it's not something you drafted him to be.
More likely to score a touchdown, Kyle Juszczyk or Clyde Edwards?
Clyde Edwards.
Yeah, I don't think that's a very tough one.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm playing Jeff Wilson, however. Jeff Wilson I like a lot in this matchup. I think this is a get-right game for him. I know he had rough going last week. The game script was not really there. They got down early and then really kind of never recovered. They stayed behind by 2 touchdowns for pretty much the entire way. So he didn't get a lot of play in the second half of that game. I think this is a get-right game to turn it back around. I like the matchup with Jeff Wilson. I'd play him.
I don't disagree completely. I'm just not sold on him after how terribly he played. And I know the game script wasn't necessarily in his favor, but still it didn't look good. But I can definitely see where you're coming from on this one. Next game, Steelers at Dolphins. Another wowing matchup. Dolphins -7. The over/under set at 45. Tua's coming back for this one, by the way. That needs to be said.
Give me the over, and if I own Tyreek Hill or Jalen Waddle, I'm drooling all over the bacon neck on my shirt. I love Tyreek this week.
I like them both, honestly. I love both of them. Dare I say, Mike Gesicki as well. I think he's worth a play if you have him. Just the passing offense, man. The passing offense in general. I love it with Tua coming back. Give me the Dolphins. Give me the over in this one. I think they hang a lot of points up. George Pickens. You played George Pickens this week.
I think so. I think he's a viable option. especially with Mitch Trubisky back. He saw more success with Mitch Trubisky than he did Kenny Pickett.
I don't like it.
Beggs? Well, actually, this will be for both of you. Who would you rather start? Drake London against Cincy or Pickens versus Miami?
London.
Pickens.
Yeah, I'm on the Pickens side as well. I think the Steelers go down early. I think they have to throw to get back into the game and kind of catch up with this team. So I like Pickens.
Pickens, and I'll put a doink on it, my boy.
Done. Book it, Goni.
Oh man, I missed how the low hanging fruit was there, and it just sailed right over my head.
Book it. And I feel good about it.
Well,
Lady Luck is on my side this week, Begley. I was dying for a doink.
This is a bad doink, my friend.
Oh, I agree.
Let me peruse my spreadsheet here. And I have George Pickens in a very below average matchup this week against Miami.
Cool beans, man. Cool beans. That spreadsheet ain't going to mean nothing when I'm doinking you after this weekend.
All right. We shall see, my friend. Hey, you like George Pickens or DJ Moore this week?
I don't like DJ Moore, man.
Wow.
It's official. It's official. Najee. You play Najee, obviously, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Claypool, after the game he just had?
Nope.
You're playing Deontay, though, right?
Yep. And you hate it.
And
You're playing Mostert. Are you playing Mostert?
I don't think so. I don't think so this week.
Ooh.
You?
I don't think I play him either.
He saw 14.
League, sure.
He saw 14 carries last week. I just think that this is going to be one where he's going to be game scripted out. That's why I don't like it.
Alan Lazard or Deontay Johnson?
Alan Lazard.
Deontay Johnson.
Josh Palmer or Garrett Wilson?
Garrett Wilson.
Oh, man. Probably Garrett Wilson as well with Keenan Allen back.
Okay. There you have it, Wayne.
Spicy. Here we are. Barely 15 minutes into the episode. We're coming up on the Monday Night Football game. We've got. I love that this is the Monday Night Football game, because is there a more perfect matchup to top off a week of more mediocrity than this matchup? The Justin Fields-led Bears versus the Zappy Jones, Billy Mack-led Patriots. Bears are they? Bears plus 7.5, over under set at 39.5. Bears are coming off 10 days. They just went and I think set the bar extremely high for most boring primetime games in Thursday. Can they top themselves with a back-to-back primetime game?
Who put them? Who did this? Like, who decided this was going to be a good idea to put so many Bears games in primetime?
Fired.
Yeah, no one wants that. No one wants this at all. Schedule maker, whoever you are, get out.
Fired.
You're fired. You were killing it in the first, 2 games of the season. We had a phenomenal Thursday night game to open up the season. I think Monday was great as well. And then the Thursday after that. And it's been trash since then, man. Get it together.
Facts. Give me the Patriots. Give me Ramondre Stevenson. Give me the under, by the way. I really like, and I'm going to call it out, I like Kendrick Bourne in this game. Bears are extremely susceptible to the deep ball. Kendrick Bourne and or Devonta Parker. I'd rather go with Kendrick Bourne. That's the deep ball guy.
If I take Jacoby Myers, would you put a doink on it?
Come on, Goni.
I had to ask, man. All right.
You didn't have to ask that at all.
Okay. You're not playing any of the tight ends. Hunter Henry's worthless. Jonnu Smith is worthless.
Hunter Henry's getting hot, Goni.
Yeah, but okay, gross, man. For the amount of money we paid for him, that man is the return on investment is how you say bad. Ramondre, yeah, you're firing up. David Montgomery, you're firing up. I don't love the matchup by any means. The Patriots are going to win this game. The under's going to hit. It's just going to be the coaching of Bill Belichick on the terrible ability of Justin Fields. He's going to get confused. He's going to throw interceptions. Don't play him. Even if it's a 2-quarterback league or a super flex, don't play him if you can help it.
Is the Patriots and the under teased the lock of the century?
The Patriots just put up a bunch of points, dude.
It's the Bears, bro.
The Bears' defense is all right, though, for what it's worth. It's kept them in the games that they won. So, I mean, there is that. But, yeah, I mean, usually whenever we get a teaser, I get 6 points on both of those. So, yeah, that's a lock.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's a lock right there. Go ahead and dump the mortgage payment in.
Are we playing anyone else? Are we playing any Bears wide receivers?
No.
Are we playing Cole Kmet one time?
Nope.
No, we're not.
Gonna hang up on you.
One of his only 2 catches will inevitably get called back on a flag, and then you'll be left with 2.2 points or something.
Yep.
How do we feel about Tyquan Thornton? I have to ask. He was
flash in the pan game. I know. He had a good game. I just don't see back-to-back games like that for him. That's all.
He gives you something you don't have on that offense, and that is super elite speed.
You're right.
I like him. I'm just going to say it. I like Bailey Zappi. Wayne, are you a Bailey Zappi fan?
I think I am. He looks good, man. He looks good. As a Patriots fan, tell me how he looks.
He looks really. He's dishing out Zappy packs everywhere.
Wow.
I don't know if I love that or hate it.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Zappy packs for MVP. Let's call it.
Zappy packs for MVP, man.
That's incredible.
Yeah, so I don't mind. We could do worse with our backup quarterback. He's came in and he's played very well.
It's just Bill Belichick being a magician, just snagging a guy from Western Kentucky that ends up being just NFL ready.
Yeah, essentially, and then just game planning around that. Master game planner.
Yeah. Okay, gentlemen, let's jump into it. Let's jump into the DFS beauty. Last week, Goni finally got himself a dub.
It's my second.
Finally.
Finally.
I should say Begley finally found himself losing a point. Hasn't happened all week or all year. Week 6 came in last for the first time. Solid. Which puts me back in the lead, I believe.
1-0 -1 is the current standings. You, Beggs, me.
All right. Boys.
Is Wayne on a slide, Goni? I feel like he's on a little bit of a slide right now. I bailed him out with my poop squad last week.
I won last week.
Yeah, you did. No, I won last week.
Goni won. I bailed.
You won week 6. I won week 5.
Well, what's last week? It's week 6, moron.
I won week 5, and then I came in second week 6. How am I on a slide?
I bailed you out with my poop squad last week. That's
You
why you were
didn't bail
second.
me out. You
So-
didn't bail
so
me
here,
out. I
here,
scored
here.
130.
That's terrible.
Let's just leave it at this. It goes in order: Wayne, Goni, Beggs, Wayne, Goni.
It's a
For
slide.
wins, first places. So
That's a slide if I've ever seen one.
You're ignorant, boy.
all right, kick it off, Beggs.
Kick it off. All right. Boys, I said it. There's a couple things in this world I don't bet on, and one of them is Thomas L. Brady. off of a loss. Give me Tom Brady.
It's Thomas P.E. Brady.
That'll work.
Patrick Edward.
Yeah. Anyways, that was short and sweet and to the point. Give me Joe Burrow for 8,300. Playing against the Atlanta Falcons. I like it. I like it this week.
Beggs. Tip of the cap. Thomas Patrick Edward Brady at Carolina for 7,400.
It's just too good of a matchup to pass on, Wayne.
He's angry, man. He's pissed. There's a lot of things I don't want to see, and it's an angry Tom Brady if I'm an opposing team.
He's been angry all season.
Yeah, but now he's yelling at his offensive lineman. He's a Microsoft Surface smashing away from another Super Bowl.
That's facts.
Yeah.
You don't bet against goats. You just don't do it. That's a bad business decision. Derrick Henry for 9,200 against the Colts. You guys already touched on it. 100 and a tutty is what I'm expecting out of Derrick Henry, especially coming off a bye, fresh legs. I'm going to do something a little unorthodox. I'm taking CMC against the Buccaneers defense. I don't love it. But at 8,700, you're giving me the highest upside in football. P.J. Walker checks the ball down to him quite a bit. Give me CMC.
Bold play, sir. Bold play. You've definitely got me outclassed for the running backs. I went a little cheaper route. Give me Jeff Wilson, 6,300. Playing against Kansas City, as I mentioned before, I feel like it's a get-right game for him. I look for them to run the ball a lot, control the clock. And I'm going back to the well again, man. I loved him. Beggs was gracious enough to let me hop on the bandwagon and sit next to him at the beginning of the year. Give me Dameon Pierce again. Dameon Pierce for 7,700 against Las Vegas. Tip of the cap. And, yeah, man, I like him. He's been getting better and better every game, so I'm hoping that he continues the trend.
Not bad. Beggs, tip of the cap. Give me King Henry. Give me King Henry in my RB1 slot. I think he's going to absolutely shred the Colts defense. And a big money-saving move here. I'm going Brian Robinson. 6,100. 6,100 Brian Robinson. I think he's going to have a good game against a reeling Packers.
Really like that call, Wayne, by the way.
Yep.
Really like it.
It's a good value pick.
Yes, it is. I can't hear you say the word shreds, not in Stoney Stark voice, by the way. It's you forever ruined me. At receiver, Mike Evans for 7,600. I'm continuing with my stack play. I love the matchup. Mike's going to get back on track. Brandon Cooks against the Raiders for 6,300. A lot of value there. Love the matchup. Wan'Dale Robinson, 5,500. Again, I like the matchup. He looked pretty good last week. Got involved with the red. Taking a flyer on him.
Well,
okay.
I took a guy from the same game, but I'm going oppo receiver of you. I took Chris Godwin in that matchup with Carolina for 7,000. I took CeeDee Lamb at 7,700. He's listed as questionable right now, so it's subject to change, but I love the matchup against Detroit, especially in Dak's comeback game. Detroit is one of the worst in the league through the air as far as defense goes. And then a little value pick here, Alec Pierce. Took Alec Pierce against Tennessee at 6,100. Tennessee's pass defense has been atrocious. Alec Pierce is kind of just getting better every week. He's seen 7, 9, 6 targets the last 3 weeks, so I look for that to continue.
Fair enough. My number one guy, I have Jamar Chase against the Falcons. He's listed as questionable, but should play, so he is my one, Jamar Chase. I have my number 2 is Amon-Ra St. Brown. Finally getting healthy, getting against Dallas. I think it's going to be a good game. Ain't worried about Trayvon Diggs. Just ain't worried about it. I think it's going to be a shootout coming off a bye week. Good stuff. My third one, value pick, Begley.
What's up, man? Kendrick Bourne, he did it.
I didn't do it. Worse.
Tyquan Thornton.
Brandon Ayuk for 6,300.
My guy. You won't be disappointed. He'll take care of you.
He's been okay. The Chiefs, I feel like, are going to go up early, and they're going to have to toss the old pigskin. And Brandon Ayuk is going to be good for it. Give me Brandon Ayuk for 6,300. I feel like it's a great value play.
It is.
I like that wide receiver core. I like all three of those picks.
I like Wayne's team in general this week. I might just delete my team. GG's, Wayne. You've got it in the bag.
No, don't reverse jinx me. GG's, you're right. I'm on a slide.
Really good team. I said Tyler Higbee is the new Dalton Schultz. Is Brandon Ayuk the new Brandon Cooks?
No. He's got
All right. Moving on.
Kill yourself, Begley.
At tight end, Jake Ferguson. Fergie.
His
Welcome
boy.
to the league, young man. If Dalton Schultz is out. If he's not out, I'll switch the pick. I'll probably switch it to Dulcich in Denver. But at 4,300, I had to get some value here at tight end. I'm with Wayne. I love the matchup against Detroit. Joe Mixon is in my flex against Atlanta. Joey Buckets is about to go off, gentlemen. Give me Joe Mixon. Give me for a big game. And I like the Bengals defense against Atlanta for 3,600.
All right. I took Evan Ingram at the tight end spot against the Giants, 5,200. Hoping for a tutty out of him. I didn't really put a lot of stock in the tight end spot this week. In the flex, I took Kenneth Walker against the Chargers. He's going against one of the worst run defenses in the league. He was given 21 carries and scored a touchdown last week on 97 yards. Give me 20 more carries against one of the league's worst on the ground. And then for 4,300, I took the New York Jets against Denver. That's a first for me, but the way that Denver's playing, Russell Wilson's playing, as I mentioned earlier, Denver is the lowest scoring offense in the game with a $250 million quarterback.
I like that Kenneth Walker flex play. Like that a lot.
Appreciate it.
All right, boys. I'm going back to Cincinnati for my tight end, Hayden Hurst. Also questionable, so subject to change. But right now I'm rolling with Hayden Hurst. I feel like he's going to snag him one. They're not good against the tight ends. The Falcons aren't. And again, I think that there's a lot of points to be had in this game. My flex play, Goni. Tip of the cap, laddie.
Tip of the cap.
Alec Pierce. Look for him to he's the number 2. He's what we thought Paris Campbell was going to be. He had good value, scored double digits last week, and that's with Michael Pittman absolutely garnering the vast majority of the fantasy value through the air. So I look for him to at least repeat what he did with a high floor. And lastly, my defense for 4,000, I took the Raiders going against the Texans, and the Raiders are at home. So just looking for them to control Davis Mills, and hopefully it's just a low-scoring Dameon Pierce game clock bleed down affair.
Fair enough. Running back really quick. Tommy Brady at QB. Derrick Henry, CMC at running back. Mikey Evans, Brandon Cooks, Wan'Dale Robinson. Fergie at tight end I'll switch to Dulcich if Dalton Schultz plays. Joe Mixon in the flex, and Bengals D.
And this week, Joe Burrow, Jeff Wilson, Dameon Pierce, Chris Godwin, CeeDee Lamb, Alec Pierce, Evan Ingram, Kenneth Walker III, and the New York Jets.
And your losing lineup for the week. You got Tom Brady at quarterback, Derrick Henry, Brian Robinson, Jamar Chase, Amon-Ra, Brandon Ayuk, Hayden Hurst, Alec Pierce, and the Raiders defense. Gentlemen, best of luck.
Makes me mad how good your team is. Goni, he built a really good team this week, honestly. No cap.
Best of luck, boys.
He did.
It's a solid lineup, my friend.
Wayne's lineup for MVP.
Wayne's lineup for MVP. We don't stand a chance.
Don't reverse jinx me like that. That's rude. I'm still sticking with Zappy Packs for MVP. Let's go.